Before setting up your SPIROL Model HC machine, please ensure you have all components per the operating instructions. Before loading pins into the vibratory feed bowl, the bowl must be cleaned using a solvent-based cleaner or detergent and water. Open the rotary shuttle door by pulling it out and twisting it down. Using a flathead screwdriver, ensure both shuttles rotate 90 degrees freely. When done, leave these in the horizontal position as shown. The machine is now ready to be powered on and supplied with air. Confirm that the 4 position switches are illuminated. This indicates that they are set properly. Fill the feeder bowl with pins. You may fill the feeder bowl until the bottom is covered about 2 to 3 pins deep. Turn on the bowl feeder by using the feeder on-off switch. You can use the feed knob to adjust the power of the feeder. It should be set so that the pins easily climb the track but are not falling off. From the feeder bowl, the pins fall down the tube and are now ready to be shuttled. Ensure that the machine mode selector is set to auto. Slide the fixture forward until it meets the rear proximity switch. The first actuation you may have no pins. Repeat this actuation a second time and ensure pins are ejected. Once this is done, clear the pins from the fixture. The machine is now ready for a test install. Assemble the lid in the base and load the case into the fixture nest. Slide the fixture forward to actuate the machine. Ensure 2 pins have been successfully installed. This machine is also equipped with a manual mode function. While in manual mode, the machine's functions can be isolated, allowing for a manual shuttle and manual installation. You may also select to either operate the left side, the right side, or both sides. After many cycles, the insertion punch, or Quill, may become damaged. To replace this, remove the 4 screws from the Quill housing cover. Once removed, remove the screw mounting the shuttle to the housing. This is located just above where the Quill enters the bushing. The shuttle body can now be removed from the Quill guide housing. Using the supplied combination wrenches, loosen the jam nut that locks the Quill holder to the insertion cylinder. The Quill holder can now be unscrewed and removed. Once removed, remove the set screw from the back of the Quill holder. The Quill can now be removed and then replaced. Reinstallation of the Quill is the opposite order. When reattaching the Quill holder to the insertion cylinder, you may screw it in and out to adjust the overall depth of installation. Then, lock the jam nut down to save your position. Over time, the feed tube can become soiled with oil and other debris. This tube should be replaced as needed. To replace, remove the feed tube bushing from the shuttle body. Then, unscrew the brass fittings at each end of the feed tube. The tubing may now be removed. Using the supplied tube cutter, cut a new piece of tubing the same length as the old tube. Ensure the end does not become crushed, kinked, or cut at an angle. Slide the brass fitting over each end of the tube, then slide the O-ring over. Ensure the tube is fully pressed into each bushing and finger tighten the fittings until the tubing has a slight amount of retention. Reinstall the bushing into the shuttle. This machine is equipped with pin sensing to ensure every part assembled has 2 pins. The copper contact at the bottom of the shuttle is what senses a pin after each cycle. If the machine is failing to sense pins, this contact can be cleaned with contact cleaner and a cotton swab. If the machine fails to power on, check the fuses located inside the power entry module. Replace if needed. If pins are failing to be fully installed, your air pressure can be raised. If quills are breaking excessively, it can be lowered. If pins are getting jammed in the bowl, tubing, or shuttle, ensure no pins are irregular or damaged. Ensure both ends of the feed tubes are fully seated into their transition points. If necessary, remove all pins from the feed bowl and clean with a solvent-based cleaner or detergent and water. Make sure no irregular or damaged pins are returned to the feed bowl. Inspect pins for foreign debris and clean as needed. If the machine powers on but fails to actuate, ensure all position switches are met. Check for any loose or damaged connections. If needed, all switches can be adjusted to the proper position.